Hello, America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After, season 4 or 6, episode 10. Might be season 4. Okay, so I want to let you all know that my earrings are back. You can check the link in the description box, or you can check the pinned comment and you can look at my earrings. I will be putting new earrings up every single day. Also, I want to let you all know that I am reviewing Claws. You can check it out right up here, and my series will be out sometime next week. Life is a little bit hectic right now, and I have to focus on a little bit of other things before I focus on other things. We see Ashley and Jay. Ashley is throwing Jay's stuff down the stairs. Jay comes in and sits down. Ashley calls him a piece of shit. She says she hopes his dick falls off and he rots in jail. No, not jail. I'm sorry, hell, and dies. She tells him to get the F out of her house. Jay is like, well, whose fault is it that I slept with this lady? Ashley gets mad and, hits him and kicks him out. He's outside talking to the producer, saying that he did have sex with this woman, but Ashley needs to see it from his point of view. Ashley should step into his shoes, basically, is what he's saying. Ashley is angry that he's on her property, so she calls the cops. Jay says that he understands that it's over, but Ashley can never understand why he did what he did, okay? So the police come. The police are like, hey, where were you born? He was like, I was born in Jamaica. He asked her friend to come sit with him. She says she should have called the cops, and this was really shitty for you to do, and blah blah blah. And she says that this is the best thing, the best outcome. And Jay is like, well, this is good for her. This isn't good for me. Her friend says to in her friend says in her confessional that, Jay doesn't know how to be a man and he doesn't know how to be a family man. And the police tell him to get his stuff and, just have minimal contact with Ashley, while you getting your stuff. And Jay is very upset that she called the police. She is going to contact them in the morning so they can deport him. And when she took vows, it meant that, they were supposed to be together forever, but she tried it and it didn't work, so the marriage is over. He says that this is too much and losing his freedom would be way too much over cheating. Jay says that if he wanted to, he could marry somebody else to stay in the United States if that was his end goal, so Ashley shouldn't feel like she's God. Ashley says that her life is falling apart, and tomorrow she needs to figure out how to pick up the pieces and put everything together. She hopes that immigration will come and take him away, and she's not a dumb American that he can just pull one over on. And she does have proof that he was philandering. Okay. And she has to think about how she'll explain this to her children when she picks them up in 2 days. And Ashley brought him here and put her heart on the line. And she says it would be so much easier to just say, you know what, let's just work through it. But she's tired of doing that. She has to move on. And she thought that when she filed the K-1 visa, they would be happy and in love. But now it seems like they're not, and life is bad. Jay, this if all of this is true and real, Jay, this is your fault. You really just I'm not gonna say nothing, okay? Thought I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna just move on. We see Larissa and Debbie. They are going to see Larissa's lawyer. Debbie is still mad at Larissa, and it's very difficult to try to get along with her. Larissa says that she doesn't have anything to say to Debbie right now, and Debbie is her enemy. I'm just sick of this situation because I know that they broke up. Like, I know that they're not together. So everything that's going on in their season is just basically Larissa going to jail time after time after time. And it's annoying. Anyway, Larissa never thought that she'd have to see her lawyer so soon, and she hopes that he can help her. Larissa doesn't trust what Colt said to the police, and every time she asks if he said something, he always says that he didn't. Okay. The lawyer says that since it is a second offense, it'll be so much harder to work through it. It could result in her being deported. So next step is to have the arraignment. He's going to go to the arraignment. She doesn't have to go. He'll enter the plea of not guilty, and then they'll take it from there. So it's the day of the arraignment. Debbie goes to the room to see what Larissa, how everything went. Larissa is not talking to anyone. Debbie is getting a little bit frustrated, but she has to go pick up Colt. So she wants to know if Colt knows anything. Colt gets into the car. Colt asks Debbie, does she know anything? Debbie says, no. Do you know anything? They both don't know anything. Debbie says that Colt tried all that he could, to give her all the love that he could, but Larissa's just a miserable person. Colt doesn't know how long that he can keep this up, and Colt is maybe looking into getting a divorce. Okay, so they get to the house. He pulls his mother aside, but they don't say anything to one another. They just have like they don't speak for a minute, and then she's like, you got to end this, and he's like, I know, but it's so hard. It's a complicated situation. So Colt goes up to talk to Larissa. Larissa is in the dark. She's like, no, I don't want to talk to you. I just want to be left alone. Can you respect me? Just let me be in my room. And Colt is like, this isn't your room. This is my room. This is my house. You should be able to talk to me. Larissa's like, can you just respect me and get out? So Colt leaves. Colt then looks up the case number and finds out that the case, I guess, was dismissed. It was DA denial, so I guess it was dismissed. And he doesn't understand why Larissa didn't just tell him that the case was dismissed. And he's not sure if she's trying to play games with him or if she really loves him and wants to be with him, or if she's trying to hide something from him. I'm just ready for them not to be together. That's it. Honestly, does that sound mean? No, I don't care. I'm just ready for them not to be together at all because it doesn't fucking matter. We see Elizabeth. She's over her family's house. She goes before Andre and his father gets there because she wants to make sure that her parents and her family are on their best behavior. The father says that they're going to be very welcoming to him because that's the American way. The father gets there, they all hug, they all sit down, they have a conversation. Andrea is very surprised at the warm welcome that his father is getting because this is not the warm welcome that he got. So, I think his name is Chuck, Elizabeth's father, and Andrea's father, and Andrea sit down and they're talking, and basically Andrea's father was like, look, bro, I know you. Okay, and I know that you can be hot-headed and aggressive and not be as tolerant as you can be. So maybe if you just calm the fuck down, then everything would be smooth. Chuck says that he doesn't understand how Andrea is the way that he is when his father is completely different. They hug. It's a nice moment. Then they take his father outside and show him the fireworks. They spent a lot of money. I know they got money, but they spent a lot of money. Yeah, and then, it was a nice, beautiful moment. Then we see the next morning or so, Elizabeth is officially on baby watch. Her husband just wants her and him to be in the room. She wants her mother wants to be in the room, and she also wants her mother in the room. But Andrea's like, you act like you so strong-willed, but you won't tell them not to be in the room. And I just think that it should be what? An experience between us two and blah, blah, blah. And then Elizabeth finally gives in and says, it doesn't matter. Either way, someone will be unhappy, so it'll just be me and Andre in the room. Girl, you got me fucked up. I would have my mama in that room. What's wrong with you? That's your mama. Let's talk about, let's talk about the other people who don't matter. Nicole, she is out with May with that damn purple hair. She calls Asin. Asin is like, the family emergency is okay. She's like, okay, well, I can come to Morocco. He's like, just give me a month. She's like, okay. She's like, are you ready to get married? He's like, yeah, I'm ready. So they're just gonna have a short, a simple wedding, just, an on paper wedding. So then she can move over there, and May can get enrolled in school. She said he looked cute, and he said thanks, and he liked her hair. I really don't know why Nicole is on this show, because she's not giving me anything that I can care about. Okay. We see Pau. Pau is very happy with her baby, but she still misses her family. So she calls her best friend to um to let him meet the baby over the phone, and she wants him to be close with the baby, but she hasn't spoken to him in a while. She FaceTimes him, and even though he didn't want her to get pregnant by Russ, he still thinks that the baby is beautiful. Russ and Juan are not friends at all, and Russ doesn't have an ounce of respect for him after he said on the tell all show, whenever they had their tell all show, their marriage is over and they should get a divorce. Okay. So Juan wants to be the godfather, because apparently before she met Paul, the agreement was, when I have a child, you're gonna be my godfather. I guess when he have a child, you're gonna be the godmother. And Russ is like, when pigs fly. And Juan starts to laugh and says, haha, he should have said when he flies, because he's the fat pig. Okay. I don't know. Paul is like, hey, don't be rude. And Russ is like, you know what? I'm done with this situation. Okay. Gladys says that she looks at Juan like a son, and he's nicer than Russ. He's 100% funnier than Russ, and she's never heard of any bad blood between them. Juan is like, look, I want to be the godfather. Just because you married to him don't mean y'all always gonna stay married. So how about you make me the godfather now, and then when y'all get a divorce, I'm already the godfather. And Paul's like, no, I can't do that. I don't like you being rude to Russ. And she wants them to have a relationship, but she doesn't know how it will work. And Paul just says that she is not able to make him the godfather, because that would hurt Russ, and she doesn't want to hurt Russ. But she does want Juan to be in her baby's life, because that is her best friend, and that is part of her Colombian background. Okay, so look. I don't know the story behind Juan and Russ, but I do know that Russ and Powell, every single what's it called, like replay that they show of them, they look different in every single scene. So I'm very confused. But yeah, they don't like each other, and Russ don't seem like the type to fight, but I probably would have fought him when he said, well, you can just get a divorce and I can still be the godfather. I probably would have had to get on a plane and swing on his ass, okay? Y'all, I know I'm getting this done quick, fast, and in a hurry, because I got to do the other review, and I'm on a schedule as usual. Let's talk about Chantel and Pedro. Chantel and Pedro. Okay, so Chantel goes with Obed to meet Pedro, because Pedro wanted her to come. Pedro apparently didn't tell anybody that Chantel was coming. So Coho is sitting next to I think her name is Cormina, whatever the fuck her name is. We're going to call her Coho, okay? Coho is sitting there. We got Pedro sitting at the end, Coho sitting in the middle, and Nicole is sitting next to Coho. So Chantel walks in. They're like, oh, hi, Chantel. First of all, don't do that shit, okay? Because y'all was just talking about you shouldn't be with that girl. So come on. Come on. Come on. His friends started saying, A, don't you think you should work out the problems? A, don't you think things should be good between the families? Nicole is like, your family attacked me and I have the bruises to prove it. And Chantel is like, well, you deserved it. And Nicole is like, oh, for real, bitch, I deserved it. Let me show you something that you deserve. Turned her phone like this and showed the video of Coho dancing with Pedro. She like, I ain't gotta stand here and listen to this. She gets up and walks away. Obed is like, bro, you really gonna let your sister ruin your relationship? For real? For real? Pedro is like, oh my gosh, this is too much. It's TW, too much, okay? So his male friends are like, go after her. Okay. Chantel said when she was still around the table with all the friends is that yeah, she understood that she needed to work on the relationship with their families, but it would be better to work on their relationship first and then focus on the relationship with the families. So once Chantel leaves, his one friend was like, bro, you need to go. That is your wife. So they all walk outside. Chantel is like, I want to go to the hotel. I don't want to talk about this. So if you want to come with me to the hotel, you can. Pedro's like, nah, whatever. Coho is trying to get him to walk someplace with her so she could probably do some fellatio on him. His one friend, or the two male friends, he was like, bro, is this your wife? Ain't this the woman that you said that you loved? The woman that you said you wanted to be with? Well, then you need to be a man and talk to her. Like, what are you doing? Obviously, you're in the wrong, so you need to prove that you're in the right. This convinces Pedro that he needs to go back to the hotel with her. Chantel is like, look, I don't even want to do this no more. She said, I'm going to go to sleep. We can talk about it later, okay? Pedro doesn't want to talk about it later. He wants to talk about it now because he knows that he did wrong and he doesn't want Chantel to fester on those feelings. So Chantel wakes up. She goes to the gym. Pedro's like, hey, what's up? How you feeling? She like, I mean, I'm feeling all right. He like, where's your ring? She like, why in the hell would I wear it? You got to give me a reason to wear it. She's like, I thought you came here to be with your family, but obviously you came here to look for other girls. And he's like, no, I didn't come here. I apologize. It's just, harmless dancing. And, I won't do it again. So she's like, look, I forgive you and everything, but if you want to make our relationship work, then we need to go away somewhere. And they end up going to the place where they first fell in love because they played like an hour of the next week's episode, but I didn't watch it because I couldn't take notes anymore. But one thing I don't like about Chantel is she keeps, I know she love him and everything, but honestly, you see how quickly he changed his tune once you found out that he did wrong. She asked him when she first got there, hey, let's go away and just be us for a second. And he was like, no, I'm here spending time with my family. I ain't got time to spend with you. And now he's all for going away and spending time with you because he knows that he's in the wrong and he knows that he needs to make it up. Anyway, y'all, I'm done, okay? I know that my quick reviews are quick, but hey, if you all like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Everything you need to know about me will be in the bottom bar below. My name is Brielle. I make beats. I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Bye!